Hello guys, welcome back. And in today's video, I'm gonna choke, so because my nose is stuffed, and it's incredibly stuffed. But I will still be online today on twitch.tv/Jakazin if you want to come say hi, right? So what I wanted to talk today is something a little important in terms of your resources and in terms of your stamina usage. Okay, so as you can see here, there's nothing new. They didn't add anything so far. It's been like one day, a little more than a day after they did this. So what I wanted to talk about was a question that everybody was asking after we saw that KAALAA was before Shamana, right? Which is when she comes out, will the shop have her materials or not, right? Because if we go check on the CN wiki, we have the shop here, and it basically says that, as you can see, since Shamana was first, they have the Mistltein and the Silver Bullet, which are the materials needed for Shamana's i3, which are here. 3 Evergreen Sword, which is Mistltein, and 6 Silver Bullet. Now, the book is easy to farm, so even if we don't have it, you can easily get 16 yellow books in 2 seconds. Maybe you take one extra day, or maybe you can use one extra, dedicate like one candy to do that, and it's gonna be fine. So what is the problem? The problem is that we are concerned now, because we didn't hear anything about it officially, that we might still have these materials but have KAALAA out instead of Shamana. So people that are rolling for Shamana, they're fine, but people that are rolling for KAALAA now, we are hoping to get those materials in the shop. Otherwise, even if they're not, we have to farm, right? We have to pre-farm. So the problem is, should we pre-farm or not? Because if you take the time and the large amount of stamina to farm for the Golden Fleece and 5 Platinum Ouija board for her i3, and then after you have those materials, the shop changes, right, to KAALAA. Now you have extra materials that you don't have anything to do with, right? Like, okay, now we have 6 Golden Fleece. Now that's a waste. That's a mega waste. I wanted to level up that other guy, right? So in that case, what I think we should do is a little fix, right? So let's assume you still want to pre-farm, but you don't want to risk too much, right? So something that you could do is to take note of all of the materials that you need for Golden Fleece and for the Platinum Ouija. So it's really easy in this case because they use the same amount, the same materials. So Golden Fleece uses Platinum Ouija, so you just need to make 11 Platinum Ouijas because it's 6 from this, and then it's 5 by themselves as the secondary material for i3, right? So you just have to farm 22 purple pendulums and 44 holy silver. Now those materials are used in many, not in too many, but especially the ingot is used almost everywhere, so you don't really waste too much by doing that. Now the pendulum, you might want to even not do the pendulum, or maybe do a couple of those and then chill and just hold the materials. Do not convert them into the pendulum. Just get the materials that you need for the pendulum, which are the solidus, right? The solidus is really important, and it's usually the most annoying blue item of the crafting panel, right? Of the crafting in general. So the bifurcated skeleton you can just farm, and you can also just farm for the cloud pendulum if you don't want to craft it, since it requires a solidus. So you could get those materials and then don't use them to make the Platinum Ouija in case we get the finished product in the shop. Now, why would you want to do that, right? I mean, it's just for 2 reasons. First of all, you kind of want, if you're getting KAALAA, you kind of want to rush i3, because the i3, let's go check it real quick. The i3 is really, really important, in my opinion. Like it completes the complicated quote unquote. I don't think it's complicated. Completes the set the KAALAA has. So the I3 says that after you cast the ultimate, you gain one effect based on the most removed planet. So depending on which of the 3 planets you removed, right? Now you automatically do a follow-up attack, which is gonna be either an enchanted strike, a mythical meteors, or a buff. Yeah, so enchanted strike, which is the shoulder bash, if you consume Saturn, which I believe is the yellow planet, while Mars, the red planet, if when you do the ult, you have 3 planets, right? There's like 2 Mars and 1 Saturn. You consume all of them. Mars was more than Saturn. Now, after you do the ult, you're also gonna cast for free a free AoE. Mythical Meteors is the AoE, this one. And it also gives you leech and stuff, right? So this is really good to give KAALAA a bigger flow, considering how AP hungry she is. Getting an extra card after you do the ult is pretty good. Now, I don't know if that card contributes to Moxie. I do not think it does, but I will do, this is not a guide, of course. I will go and check and test and see everything. And then we will reply to that and confirm it whenever I make a guide about it, right? So going back into the topic, I think I3 is very important. So having these materials one way or another, it's extremely important if you're picking up KAALAA on release, right? So she's coming out in 9 days, I believe. Yeah, 9 days. So you kind of want to start now if you want the materials to be there when she's there. Now, I am assuming, like logically speaking, it's probably safe to assume that they are using this. They're gonna change the materials, because how hard can it be? Unless there's some weird shit that they can't really change it, like code wise. I don't know how coding works or game works in the technical sense. So I think it should be easy to just replace those materials with like Golden Fleece and the other one, right? But the Ouija board. But I don't know. In that case, I would still pre-farm a little bit, but do not convert into the yellow or the Golden Fleece yet until you're sure that we're not gonna get those materials. Then you go, right? Because otherwise you're gonna end up with 6 Golden Fleece. And let's go check what the Golden Fleece is for, right? Golden Fleece is for Black Dwarf. Well, this is not updated. Centurion, Annalie, Tooth Fairy, Lily, Amazing Pocket, Voyager use it. Then they also use Spatadia uses, 6 uses it. So now Charlie, Digger, Sweetheart, Click, Horpedia, Dike, Ulu, right? So I understand that many characters use it. So you could technically farm for 3 more, and then if you're picking up 6, you're already there. Since 6 is not gonna be, I don't know, we don't know, but technically 6 should be on phase 2, unless they switch it again. If he's on phase 2, he's not gonna have the golden, the Inside 3 material. So in that case, farming more Golden Fleece is not that big of a mistake. But the Platinum Ouija is, right? So try to not get too many Ouija. Maybe if you want, just do the Golden Fleece and then keep the materials to make the Ouija, but don't do it yet until we know that if we have the materials or not, right? So in that case, what about Mistltein? What about we don't get the materials and we get the Shaman materials, but you're not going for Shaman, right? So now, which characters you can use the free Mistltein that you get from, right? So it's used by Sotheby and Regulus. It's used by Shaman, which you're not gonna roll for, and then A-Knight and Pickles use it. So if you need to I3 your Pickles yet, now that could help. That's a free I3 Pickles, which helps, and then. The 5-star characters, X, Sonetto, and Matilda use it, and and then Baby Blue and Necrologist, right? So that said, I'm gonna end it here. Try to not waste too much materials. Try to farm a little bit because I think it's still worth, even if you end up with six golden fleece. But be careful about the platinum Ouija, because Black Dwarf is the only one that you want, right? That has this combo. So maybe keep the Ouija not done, like those 5. You still need 6 for the fleece. So make 6 and then you wait, right? And then you wait. Oh, okay, golden fleece. Oh, crafted. I3. Boom. Perfect. Right? If you want, you can just make the golden fleece, and if we get 3 more, you can use those 3 for 6 if you're going for 6, or all those characters that I showed. Okay, so this was just a tiny video that I wanted to make. Hopefully it helped you understand the situation. Be careful on your pre-farm. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.